Oh boy, order of magnitude here. Was meant to put out this video kind of a bit earlier, but and what it usually be is me, you know, editing, I don't know, a bluff video or a hunting a dead video or anyone else that you know has done this, and just making it look really stupid and foolish and greedy, I guess. I mean, ulterior motives and all that. But no. So what I've decided to do is do a little voiceover while just, you know, showing some clips of said disgusting people, really, if you think about it. Now, I have to choose my words carefully. This is a critique. This isn't a, you know, an attack on anyone, so to say. But there's a few things that will validate my criticism in a sec. Okay, right. First of all, you know, this is so hard for me to do. I understand, like, if you're a big fan of someone, like, example, you know, I'm a big fan of Richie James Edwards, as most Firtless know, okay, from the Manics Went Missing. And, you know, someone who is a big fan of someone and then they die, and it's like, well, you know, I want to do a spirit book session, okay? Alright, okay, so you do that, you try, and you know, probably won't get anywhere. Maybe you do, irrelevant to what I'm going to talk about, okay? Because you're a big fan, and, you know, it's really hit you for six, but, you know, that person's died, and they've had a big effect on your life. You know, in my terms, you know, Richie James Edwards gave me the balls to put eyeliner on, and boy, do I look good with it. Not so much today, because I'm old and I've got crow's feet, but back in the day, yeah, I found myself, thanks to that dude, you know. And whether he lived or died, I don't know. Like I said, if anyone knows who Richie James Edwards is, he went missing in 1995 and nobody has ever been found. And people like to think that he didn't die, he disappeared, but he certainly ain't coming back. Anyway, so said person dies, you do your spirit book session because, well, what reason did you do it? Are you a channel like Huff Paranormal that, you know, literally lives on being an entrepreneur, in effect, using your channel to advertise your wares and having a commercial as a video? Or is it because you're a big fan? If you're a big fan, I would imagine that not, you know, every time someone who has any sort of clout in this world who's died, you wouldn't cover. You see, there's a thing. When it comes to someone like Huff Paranormal, they'll turn around and they'll say, this is not about the views. This is about love. This is about giving the fans of this person some comfort. That kind of narrative, you know? Alright, fine. That's your narrative? You're doing it for the fans? You had 1,000 emails or whatever it is Huff Paranormal said. He's had that many emails. Okay, alright, you've had a lot of emails. You know, do this person. Juiced World. Juiced World is who we're talking about here. And no, I won't put it in the title. I could probably put him in the title and get a load of views. But I'm not into views, so I don't give a damn, okay? I'm the underdog. Excuse me. I'm still recovering from sickness and diarrhea, so please excuse me. So, like this, right? Are you really about giving comfort and some answers to the fans of that person? Are you really? And it's not about the views. It's not about the views in the slightest. Because what annoys me about this the most is the dude hadn't been dead like 4 hours or something. Bearing in mind you got to edit this, especially with Huff, right? Because Huff isn't, you know, doing a spirit box session straight, flat out, hit, you know, press and record on the camera and off you go. Oh, no. We all know by now that he is chopping up videos, using sound samples, you know, putting MP3 samples into that SCD2 app. We know this. That takes a little bit of time. Not a lot of time. He's got it down to an art form. But it still takes time, you know. So for him to upload in less than a day of the announcement of this person's death is amazing. And Huff can't use the card, oh, I'm a big fan. Can't use that card. Do you know why? You're not a big fan. It's simple as that. You have no connection. Could you imagine Huff Paranormal listening to XXXTentacion or Juiced WRLD or any of these other gangster rappers hanging out? Yeah, dog, you're so woke. You're so cool. I don't even know what fucking words or what, but... No. Purely for the views. Because if it wasn't for the views, and if you had any respect whatsoever, any of you, okay, you wouldn't have released that video there and then. Do you know what you'd have done? Because, after all, right, let's just say this, you must contact within 24 hours, or, you know, if you don't do it in 24 hours or 48 hours, that person's soul will be harder to get hold of, which is utter crock of shit. You just made that up on the spot. And maybe that's your belief. Okay, you're entitled to a belief. Maybe you think that, even though that's not scientifically proven, okay? Fine. In which case, why don't you release the session a month or two later? Or at least certainly after the funeral. Because fine, for the fans are going to be happy. Great, yay, I see him in Huff's comments and other people, do this person, do that person, do this person, right? But there's someone you're not considering here. Fuck the fans. What about the family? That's someone's brother. That's someone's lover. That's someone's mother, I was going to say mother, father. You know what I'm trying to say? What do family think? How would you feel, right? I don't know, your sister or mother or whoever dies. And some random goit on the internet who's known, especially as he doesn't do a proper session, he fakes his sessions. I don't care what you say, you fake your sessions. You've been proven over and over again. I don't care if you say, well, I don't fake all the time. No, right? You look on the internet, because whoever has died, and this dude is saying, hey, I'm doing this for love and whatnot, and puts up a session, and you recognise their voice, but you know what video it comes from, you know what's from what, and you're like, wow, this is tasteless. Because you already said thousands of requests. In your head, you saw thousands of requests equals thousands of views, plus more. Is it not? Is it not for awareness? You're not thinking of the celebrity. Oh, I need to give them a voice, you know. What happens if they got one more message to say? Why would that person who doesn't even know you, would, come to you? In life, they wouldn't piss on you if you're on fire. These guys like Tentacion and this dude here, Juiced WRLD, they're not exactly the nicest of people. They're gangster, mofo. And you ain't gangster. Not in a long shot. You ain't gangster. So, they wouldn't come to you anyway. Would they not be with their family or trying to see their family or trying to get a message across their family? Like, rather than you? Okay. Alright, okay. It just interests me because even one of my own, Firtless, who's been with me since the start, who I quite like, even he did a bloody one of these videos. Thankfully, I had the sense to delete it. I'm not going to give his name or anything, because I think it's just a bad mistake, misjudgment. And he's probably more of a fan than what Huff is, I suppose. But Jesus Christ! Even he did it. Don't. Oh my God. I did have a point to this. They wouldn't piss on you if you're on fire, right? So why would they come to you? And the point is, that's my point. There we go. Try this in one take, guys. Hang on a minute. Hunting the Dead. Huff Paranormal. Charlie, what's his features? One of my subscribers. Some other dude. A fair few of them. All claimed they had... Yeah, that was him. That was his voice. They got contact. Right there. Right then. They got the contact. Oh my God. Do you know what that says? Juiced WRLD was obviously very busy at that time because, I don't know, I'm wondering if these sessions were taken at exactly the same time or not. Because wouldn't that be interesting if he was in two places at once? What would that say? You don't have a disclaimer to say, well, it might not be him, it might be another entity mimicking them. Because they, in reality, that is what happens too. You have no proof it's them whatsoever, even if it does sound like them, This is all purely for views. And it's disgusting because it's always like, as SomeOrdinaryGamers, who I've put some clips in here, saying that Huff's gone too far, must be on, like, the wiki page, updating every second, waiting for someone to fucking snuff it, so we can put up a video. What have we become? I shouldn't really say what have we become, because it doesn't matter, because it's not we, is it? we are separate from Huff Paranormal, but does people like the channel Some Ordinary Gamers that has over 1 million subs, right? That dude lumps us all the same. He sees Huff as the spokesperson of ITC. Here he is now, look. You know? I'll link his video. We're not the spokesperson. He's not the spokesperson of ITC. Most of the people in ITC don't like him because of shit like this. What he's pulling. This is dreadful. Utterly dreadful. You couldn't even wait, like, less than a day. I'm not even a fan of this dude, so, you know, for me to come out swinging here, but it is like Vultures. You know, wait. Oh my god. And hunting the dead as well, you know. Put up a stream straight away, this guy's dead. Hunting the dead's just as fake as anybody else. Oh yeah, Dybbuk box found in your garden, right? Right? Yeah, I see your Dybbuk box just found in the garden, like all the others. Isn't that interesting? You're not a warlock, dude. Come on, give me a break. Hey, you know, I know you got to get that Kickstarter to raise your own freaking theme park. That's up to you. Kudos, good on you, and I hope you... It's been a long time now, so it's probably not, but if you're successful and you make a good theme park, great. But Jesus Christ, you're just as fake as the rest of them hunting the dead, you know? You blocked me before I even could have a look at one of your live streams. I wonder why. It shouldn't really matter, because the amount of views I get, I don't think I'm going to make any impact on you or anybody else. But I'm sure you'll have a go and try. And that's probably the only reason why I haven't done you yet, hunting the dead, Jody, is because you don't deal with criticism at all. You'll go for blood. You'll, like, try and strike them down. I mean, Huff and Josh have had a go at that, and found it not to be, but, you know. And there's another guy called Charlie, Chittington or whatever, you know, who sells ghost boxes and stuff, and people have asked me to call him out. He's not really a big channel. Yeah. Look, there's one thing I need you to understand, okay? I don't have a problem. I wouldn't do it, it's not for me. I don't have a problem with people doing spirit box sessions for celebrities, if he's your idol. I don't know, say you're an Elvis fan or whatever. Not a problem. I don't have that problem. But don't do it on the very day they die. Or if you do that, keep it private, then release it to the public after the funeral. A month on, 2 months on. You understand? It's the very, before the body's even cold. You have gone out there and released that only for one purpose and one purpose only. For views. To get as many views as possible. Because if it wasn't, you would have waited. You would have uploaded that session a month later. But no, while it's out in there in the media, add yours in there too, you're going to get the most views. He is a busy man, old Juice World. You know, just like Tentacion, going to all these people who he doesn't know in real life, doesn't know you. But because you're calling him like a telephone operator, he's just going to each and every one of you going, yo man, I'm okay. Yeah, whistle. It's fucking insane, you know. And it's sad that people like Huff Paranormal are the so-say. We are linked together to people who don't understand or know that we, you know, who are in my group and who actually do ITC properly and have respect for this kind of thing. Oh, we wouldn't go there. We really wouldn't. And I'm very disappointed in one of my own subs, Firtless, to go out and do it. But at least they deleted the video pretty quickly, so okay. And I didn't say anything to them either. Fine. Jesus Christ, though. It is pathetic, you know? Absolute hearse chasers. And you can say it's with love and respect. No, if it was love and respect, you wouldn't have uploaded it there and then. You know? My God, the minute you found out, you must have just, right, you know. And it makes it worse because you're fake as well. Even doing it, yeah, at least if you're real, I suppose it's one thing. Jesus Christ, though. Is this what you want us to be known as? Vultures? Because that's what's going to happen. And it's annoying because people like Some Ordinary Gamers will look at my channel and just think I'm exactly the same as all the others. Yeah, I'm sitting here calling them out. I have actually done a response video to Some Ordinary Gamers with Spirit Box sessions and other things. Of course, he won't even look at me because, well, you know, 1 million subs with my 4K subs. Why would you? And I understand that, not a problem. But maybe he has, he just hasn't responded, you know. this stuff exists. I've tried proving it. I've got my captures and my proof that intelligence is out there, but we cannot prove we're talking to the dead. We cannot prove we're talking to something that says it's a demon. It might say it. All we can prove is intelligence exists. And these people will twist the narrative for their own games. Not for the scientific community, not for the love of someone who has died who they hold dear. None of that. It's for their own gain. For more sales, for more views. That's it. Nothing else. You know?